Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of middleweight action between these two great warriors. Marvin Hagler's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Jackson's making his way down to the ring, and he does so with a confidence where he knows he put all the hard work in, and he's ready to explode inside those ropes.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marvin Hagler. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Jackson.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch ball.
Round number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. How do you define consistency when you describe the fact that among this matchup you're looking for guys to be more consistent? Which guy's going to be more consistent? How do you define that?
Just in one area. When they get inside, for example, Joe, every once in a while somebody takes a little bit of a break. Yeah, there's working, but all of a sudden one guy's arm goes behind the other guy. I'm looking to see who keeps both hands free.
Nice block by Jackson. Nice, precise work, doubling it up by Jackson. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
Joe, it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
Halfway through round number one. Marvelous Marvin Hagler in action here tonight, Teddy. What should we see out of him?
Well, what a lot of people don't think, they see his chiseled body, they think he's just going to come out and get a sink and destroy missile coming at you. He looks you over a little bit and then figures out how he's going to take you apart. I figure the first round he's going to come out probing with that southpaw jab, defensively alert, and again, taking a peek at you.
Marvelous Marvin blocks that away. Round number one, and he's already down.
And if he survives here, Joe, you wonder how that's going to affect him for the rest of the night. Because we expect him to be aggressive. Will he be tentative from now on?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So now a little bit of an uphill battle for Marvin Hagler. He goes down, but does rise up and is able to beat the count.
You know what's going to hurt him and what he's working against right now, believe it or not. I know it'll make him survive in the end, but his competitive nature right now is to get even. And right now he's got to fight against that. He just has to survive. He's got to forget about winning this round.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. You know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline. And all of a sudden, it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it, and it's the consistency of it. when you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Well, we've seen this before, Teddy. A guy goes down, he tasted the other man's power, and now it kind of neuters his own offense a bit.
It's like when you were a kid, Joe, and you went to the girl to ask her to dance. You remember that, don't you? And she turned you down. And then,
often.
Yeah, and then you're afraid to ask again. Well, you either have to find another girl or come up with a different line. He needs to come up with a strategy to get back to offense.
Back in September of 1980, Marvin Hagler finally was able to nail down the crowns that had eluded him earlier when he won the middleweight title by defeating Alan Minter. And as many times has been the case with Marvin Hagler, he had to go on the road to do it. Now that fight was stopped from a cut eye, and the fans there, Minter's fans back in the UK, they didn't take a liking to it. Hagler couldn't even celebrate winning the world title.
No, actually, his people and other people in the ring had to cover him from the barrage of bottles that were being thrown into the ring. You know, he had to fight his way out of the ring as well as he had to fight his way into the ring.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, Hagler blocks it. What about his opponent in a spot like this? I mean, here you got to your guy earlier, you did some damage, but now he's fighting with such a defensive style, it can be frustrating.
Yeah, it can be, but you have to make the adjustment. You're going to deal with styles like this. This is part of your education, part of your development to go up that boxing ladder. Now you have to find a way to get to him while he's being defensive. Still use your jab, you know, close that gap, put your punches together more, and start banging that body a little bit extra.
Jackson's got it. Oh, that uppercut absolutely rocked him. Boy, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Good block there by Hagler. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back underneath him. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Oh! Jackson's almost on him. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? He went down. Wow, saved by the bell. That's like something out of a movie here.
Yeah, except nobody's coming in there and saying cut. You know, he has to keep going here. Right now, the only thing he knows is he's got flashballs going off in his head.
Listen, you need to make your punches up. Throw more punches to the body. Throw more punches to the body. Step out with a jab. Then come back and throw more punches to the body. Left, right, left, right, left, right. You need to double up.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
What a good counterpunch by Jackson. Jackson's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent,
and you knock the guy down. Those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
Good block by Hagler. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Jackson. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
What do you make of the fact that Marvin Hagler never went after what would have been a huge, I mean huge jackpot?
Oh! Jackson's been stunned. Hagler's now pushing away a bit. He's creating some space. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs.
Keep your head moving. Cover your head.
Oh, Jackson's in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now, keep busy.
Blocks the headshot. 10 seconds to go in this third round.
I want to see that camera. Making paper is missing. Doing fine. It's just me being in a punch. That's all. Leave the road. Not punching my feet.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Jackson's almost out of it there. He was stunned. He is stunned, but somehow has the wherewithal to hang on.
Come on, guys, work it out. Work it out. No holding.
Keep working the body.
He was damaged. Wow! Jackson's stunned, and he is hurt. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Hagler. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Jackson. Seconds to go here in this round. Gets rid of that body shot. There are different paths to becoming a star in the sport of boxing. Marvin Hagler had to take a very, very tough, long, arduous road. He earned every inch of it.
Yeah, he really did. You know, and a lot of guys would argue that, you know, he could have been managed even a little bit better, that he was thrown in there with the toughest guys all over the place. I mean, these tough Philadelphia fighters, a lot of fighters that a lot of guys just would have avoided, would not have fought. Hagler didn't avoid them. He fought them, in some cases lost to them, and then wound up learning from those losses, wound up obviously turning that around into a positive where he became the fighter that he became.
Targeted counterpunch by Hagler. Hagler's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Okay, baby, beautiful. Nice. Nice, keep it up. Move it. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
You know, he looks good. He looks ready to go. We'll see what he can offer up in this round. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Jackson's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Good block there by Jackson. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
There's still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Blocks away that headshot. On the mark, the counterpunch by Jackson. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Hagler. Super three-punch combination by Hagler. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice block. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this. I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Parries that punch intended for the head. A little defense turns to offense by Jackson. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. By Jackson. Able to get him up against the ropes. What a good counterpunch by Jackson. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Jackson's opponent is having a field day here. Just so accurate upstairs, but there's one reason he's so accurate. He's not moving his head.
No, he's not at all. And if he's not going to move his head, at least do something else. Catch and pitch. What I mean by that, Joe, is block and then pitch right back. Keep your opponent honest. He's not doing that either.
Hagler's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it. Get on that. Then, you heard it. Come on in. Okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good.
With the start of this round, we've reached the halfway point. Be interesting to see what we're in store for down the stretch of this fight. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Blocks it away. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. I don't think that blood's going to be a big deal in terms of his vision. It's on the cheek. He just doesn't want any cut to worsen. Marvelous Marvin blocks that away. Parries that punch intended for the head. Blocks the headshot. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Not able to land the headshot. Solid counter punch by Jackson. Able to dismiss that body shot. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
He's tired. Make the body go. Take more out of him. Oh, he's tired. He's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Knock him out. Done.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old-time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
He missed with that headshot. Blocks away that headshot. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Boy, he's frustrating his opponent here. He's hurt. There it is! Jackson's once again he goes down. Can he survive this? This fight is over. Marvin Hagler's going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached his opponent out. He's the victor. Marvin Hagler is your winner by knockout.
Everybody but his opponent is happy now. That was an entertaining fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it.